Timberwolves trail by 16 on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. And it's Gasol in at the 5. Tries from 10. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Thaddeus Young, a face-up 4-man. Not more of a driver, but trying to develop his three-point shot. In fact, last season, a career high in attempts from long range, and he made them at a pretty respectable rate.
And Young, really a solid three-point shooter from straight on last year. In good form, even with a somewhat slow trigger. He can knock that shot down. He becomes a nightmare to defend because we know he can get to the bucket.
The Timberwolves shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Muhammad. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Chicago leading by 16. And it's Rose penetrating, and he gets the bucket. And Young, in his 8th season, still just 26 years of age.
Yeah, room to grow. I mean, if he develops that three-point shot, gets a little stronger on the boards, he has a chance to become one of the best face-up 4s in the league.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Knocked away. Butler on the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shooting for Chicago, Jimmy Butler. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Giannis.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Bulls leading by 17. Outside Rose. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Dishes it to Gasol. It's blocked, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
2 shots.
Gasol hits them both.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Rose. Gibson with the screen on Rubio. The pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Pau Gasol. Timberwolves trailed by 19. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 12. That one wide left. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. He kicks it to Gasol, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Well, you take a look at video reviews in the NBA and even across all sports for that matter, they're not going anywhere. Especially with the way media is now. Fans can dissect every call on DVR or the internet. And so you want to give officials the chance to get those big calls right. So I think video replay is useful and here to stay.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And guys, with video reviews, the complaint has been how long they take. You want to keep the energy and the momentum of the game going.
Well, the NBA knows about this problem, and they're creating a centralized site now to handle reviews, similar to what we see in hockey. So the hope is that this will speed up the process. That would be great.
Pass to Antetokounmpo, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
And stolen by Butler. Rose passes to Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Gasol. Puts up the baby hook. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's deflected. It's stolen by Martin. Fast break, Minnesota. Martin with the ball. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Rubio against Rose. Passes to Gibson. Here's Dunleavy. Outside Butler. Over in the corner, Rose. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Here's Dang. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Gorgui Dieng, a Senegalese big man, of course won a national title at Louisville and was really the anchor of that team's championship defense.
Young's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And a change for the Bulls. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Timberwolves trail by 15. Martin goes in. Can't get it to fall.
And Dieng, not just a shot blocker defensively, also grabs steals and takes charges. Very smart defensive player who helps in a lot of ways.
Rose, that's good.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Wiggins with it. Kicks it to Dieng. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. And Dieng, the former MVP of the Basketball Without Borders camp in South Africa, came to the U.S. as a slender prospect and has added over 50 pounds of muscle since his days at Louisville.
That's exactly right, but he's retained his quickness and athleticism while adding that muscle. That's the big thing. Plays with a really good motor, and I love to see the fruits of his labor paying off.
Rose against Rubio, and it's Rose penetrating. Now the feed to Noah. He dishes it to Butler. The putback, it's good on the putback. That's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
One of the big stories is second chance points. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Rose, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 21.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Here's Dang. The kick out to Young, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Young. The Bulls leading by 15. Outside Rose. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. You didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Timberwolves.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Derrick Rose. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
And the rejection by Jang. That's a 2 from Martin. Rebounded by McDermott.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And that one's good.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
McDermott with a steal. Now here's Heinrich. Poked away, stolen by Martin. All alone, trips down the breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play.
Derek,